Well, it's no secret that New York is home to some pretty high property taxes, but do you know what's behind the numbers? An increasing number of local homeowners are working to battle their steep tax bills, but they are meeting a major roadblock. Cody Holyoke takes a look at the issue.
Think of property taxes like a giant pie. Each piece represents what you or I pay every year. An assessment is a way for a city, village, or town to put a price tag on your home and make sure that the pie's cut up fairly among taxpayers. But the system, experts say, is far from perfect.
You usually downsize, but we didn't.
When Vince Marini built this house in Guilderland, he thought this would be his forever home. But life got in the way, and he decided to sell. That's when the problem started.
We were trying to sell the home at what the assessed value was, and we couldn't get folks to even bite on it because when they saw the taxes, they said, gee, that's another mortgage payment.
Even after he had split his land into 3 parcels, the assessed value on his home hadn't budged. He tried to get it lowered. Vince says it took months of fighting to make any headway.
The thing that was frustrating to us was that at the time of the town review, a home similar to ours, square footage, etc., was reduced, probably not even 2 miles away from this home.
Vince's story is a common one. Just ask realtor Kevin Clancy.
The assessments are way out of whack with what market value is.
He's been following the ebb and flow of the housing market for 20 years.
Market values changed substantially. Obviously, we've declined significantly since 06, 07 when the market peaked. And those assessments often haven't been changed, so homes are assessed at way more than market value.
Reassessments, as they're known, give cities and towns a better handle on the fair market value of a home. But they're not done often, and the state doesn't even require them. Only a little more than a third of the municipalities in our area reassessed homes in the last 5 years. Many were done decades ago, some right before the housing bubble burst.
I'll give you for example, I was at home this morning in Albany. I mean, the home's assessed at over $200,000. The market value is probably closer to 155 or 160.
To fill the gap, many cities use what's called an equalization rate. It's that little tiny number on your tax bill with the percentage sign next to it. With that, assessors can adjust how much you pay in taxes based on how the housing market is doing. Troy assesses homes at 100% of their value. Live in Albany, the rate is around 109, meaning property there is assessed higher than the market value. Homes in Schenectady are assessed 21% over market value.
It is a situation that didn't happen overnight.
Schenectady Mayor Gary McCarthy maintains the rate is used to make up for a drop in the market since 2009, when the city did its last reassessment.
The relative portion of what individual's tax bill is, I believe, is still fairly accurate. And so doing the reassessment would not change the individual's tax liability. So people who think that they would see a reduction in their taxes, it's an incorrect assumption.
Homeowners can file grievances to change their assessed values, but McCarthy argues the tax levy stays the same, meaning the city still needs to collect the same amount of money somehow, and homeowners will ultimately keep paying.
It's a process that is flawed, but you need to look at each house when you purchase it and look at your own assessment where you have the potential to save thousands.
So what can you do if you feel your home is assessed unfairly? It starts with filing an official grievance with your city, town, or village, usually within the first 3 weeks in May. Period starts tomorrow, so you're going to want to hurry. That usually will lead you to speaking with your town's assessor. If that doesn't work, you can do what Vince Marini did and hire a lawyer or property appraiser to do the legwork and handle many of the headaches. There are also a number of property tax exemptions you might be able to land. We've got the list for you at CBS6Albany.com. Cody Holyoke, CBS 6 News.